The 1983 World Cup was just the third edition of the tournament, and the Indian cricket team had stamped their authority in world cricket by winning the coveted trophy. 28 years later, the MS Dhoni brigade repeated history, as Captain Cool launched the winning six into the Wankhede stands.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. After 28 years, the parties start in the dressing room.
That was 10 years ago, and we pretty much know everything there is to know about that tournament. However, back when the information was not so easily available in 1983, there were a few stories that went unheard. India created history by beating West Indies in the final, but their achievement was a miracle, considering the state they were in. Before the World Cup began, popular cricket historian David Edward Frith had said that a team like India should not be playing this prestigious tournament. But when India stunned the cricketing fraternity with their historic win, even Frith had to swallow his own words. So this is your daily dose of cricket. In this video we will see the story of the famous 1983 World Cup win. In the first two World Cup, India was considered as one of the weakest team in the world, where they had beaten only Eastern Africa in two World Cups tournament. Nobody in the team had believed that they are going to win the World Cup. Except one man, Kapil Dev. At that time there was no sponsors for the team and the players have to book their ticket themselves. Air India, India's premier airline, had billed the Indian Cricket Board separately to carry the cricketers' luggage. When the Indian team was leaving for England to play the World Cup, they were without a coach, doctor and even a physiotherapist. In the absence of a designated coach, it was Mohinder Amarnath who shouldered the responsibilities. Along with Kapil Dev and Sunil Gavaskar, he decided the batting and bowling order of the team. So the matches was decided and the Team India have been allotted in Group B, consisting of defending world champion West Indies, Australia and Zimbabwe. The first match was drawn against West Indies, which had an iconic lineup consisting players such as Vivian Richards, Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding, Clive Lyott, Andy Roberts and Desmond Haynes. No player in the Indian team had thought about winning, except one man, Kapil Dev. He insisted and created inspiration in the dressing room as a captain, and it paid them. The mighty West Indians, who had dominated the World Cup without any defeat, had tasted their first defeat in the World Cup. India delivered, shocker, as they beat the holders West Indies by 34 runs, bowling them out for 228 with 35 balls to spare. Asked to bat first, India posted 262 for 8. Thanks to the contribution from Yashpal Sharma, who scored 89 runs from 120 balls. In reply, Roger Binny and Ravi Shastri took 3 wickets each as they bowled out West Indies for 228. In next match, India comfortably beat Zimbabwe by 5 wickets in the contemporaneous fixture. In the third league match, India faced Australia, where the expectation were high on India since they have defeated mighty West Indians, but things didn't go as planned. India was defeated by a huge margin of 162 runs, with man of the match Trevor Chappell scoring 110 off 131 balls and Ken McClay taking 6/39. Kapil Dev's 5-wicket haul has gone in vain. In the first of the return fixtures, India faced West Indies again. West Indies overcame India by 66 runs, with Viv Richards making 119. In this match, Dilip Vengsarkar was the unlucky batsman on this occasion, forced to retire hurt as he was hit by a bouncer ball by Malcolm Marshall. The following next match, India faced Zimbabwe. This match is described by Wisden as a remarkable match because of the one of the most iconic innings ever played in the cricket by Kapil Dev. Asked to bat first, India lost the key wickets of Gavaskar, Amarnath and Srikanth and was struggling at 17 for 5, as everyone thought this match would be over. The organizers of the match by now were getting worried, afraid that the match would be a fiasco and over by lunchtime. They mentioned their fears to Dave Elman Brown, who cautiously advised them that things could still change. The BBC, anticipating a startling Zimbabwean victory, phoned him as well, intending to come over and do an interview. He told them too, the game is not over, and so it proved. Kapil Dev and Roger Binny stitched a partnership and took India from 17/5 to 77/6. Soon after Binny's departure, it was Kapil Dev who rose to the occasion. With the help of Madan Lal and Kermani, Kapil scored a record-breaking 175 not out off just 138 balls, consisting of 16 fours and 6 sixes. This innings helped India score 266 for 8. Chasing the target, Zimbabwe managed to score 235. Unfortunately, this match was not recorded and telecasted by BBC.
Long on for 6.
The final Group B match was a straightforward tussle for qualification between Australia and India. Batting first, India managed to score 247 all out, thanks to the Yashpal Sharma contribution of 40 runs a ball and Sandeep Patel 35 runs. In reply, Australia was bowled out for 129 . Thanks to the contribution from Roger Binney's 4-wicket haul, India managed to defeat Australia by a margin of 118 runs and entered the semi-final for the first time in its history. In the first semi-final, at Old Trafford on the 22nd of June, England won the toss and elected to bat. The English batsmen mistimed many balls and used the bat's edge frequently, as the restrictive Indian bowling led England to score 213 all out in 60 overs. Graham Fowler was top scorer as he scored 33 from 59 balls comprising 3 fours. Kapil Dev took 3 for 35 in 11 overs, with Mohinder Amarnath and Roger Binney taking 2 wickets each. In reply, Yashpal Sharma made 61 from 115 balls including 3 fours and 2 sixes, and Sandeep Patel scoring 51 from 32 balls, as India reached their target in 54.4 overs, winning by 6 wickets in a classic victory over the previous tournament's runners-up. Mohinder Amarnath's 46 from 92 balls, which had 4 fours and 1 six, picked up the Man of the Match award for his all-round performance, which saw him add 46 runs to his earlier bowling success, 2 for 27 in 12 overs. After beating England in the semi-finals, India faced West Indies in the World Cup final. As West Indies were the favourites for the match, the toss took place. West Indies won the toss and asked India to bat first. Batting first, India bowled out for 183 runs, thanks to Krishnamacharya Srikanth for 38 runs from 57 balls and Mohinder Amarnath for 26 from 80 balls put up any significant resistance as Roberts, Marshall, Joel Garner and Michael Holding ripped through the Indian batsmen.
Well, that's safe enough. The ball's bouncing that much, you've got a real good chance of getting away with it, and Srikanth did just that.
In reply, the Indian bowling exploited the weather and pitch conditions perfectly to bowl out the West Indies for 140 from 52 overs, winning by 43 runs and completing one of the most stunning upsets in cricket history. Amarnath and Maiden Lal each took 3 wickets. Viv Richards was West Indies' top scorer with 33 from 28 balls. Amarnath was the most economical bowler, conceding just 12 runs from his 7 overs, while taking 3 wickets, and was once again awarded the Man of the Match award for his all-round performance.
And that's out. Yes, it's all over this time. Lost his nerve in the end, and Michael Holding tried to swing that straight ball to leg. It's another wicket for Amarnath. Now delighted he looks. 140 all out, West Indies. And the margin of their victory, 43 runs, as India race into the pavilion with the Prudential Cup theirs. Tremendous victory. Rank outsiders at 33-1. when this competition got underway, and they've beaten West Indies twice, they've beaten Australia, they've beaten England, and they've round off a fantastic fortnight. And immense ovation here for Kapil Dev to receive the trophy. Tremendous performance by this Indian side, and here's a man who's been largely responsible for it over the last 2 weeks. Skippered the side quite beautifully, made his own contributions with bat and ball.
India has always been a huge cricketing nation, but to win on the global stage, to claim their first World Cup, really was a game changer, and it is what helped cricket move from being, I guess, a popular sport to being the only sport that the Indians were bothered about. That's why to this day Kapil Dev is a living legend, and it is why India and cricket go hand in hand.